Philosopher A.D. Jones. Hey, what up? I'm gonna get straight to it. I'll be brief too. What you don't understand, or what you might understand, or what you probably don't understand, is anything that is put upon the black mirror is to harvest and harness. Okay? Anything put upon the black mirror is to harvest and harness. That fight that y'all got into, let me give you the science behind it. And anybody that actually tries to mimic, bite, copy, or take this concept and run with it like it's yours, it's karma for that. Melanated is karma. Non-melanated 17 eternities. No discrimination is melanation. So let me explain something. And you can't run from karma. First of all, it'd be wise not to entertain clowns because they continue to clown. And if you entertain clowns, they continue to clown, and then you get connected to clowns, okay? And if they put clowns on the black mirror and you're entertained by clowns, that makes you a part of the circus, harvesting circus. Because anytime the clown pops up, you're watching on the black mirror, you could get harvested or harnesses through the clown, okay? Now you could build a clown up and you could tear a clown down. But at the end of the day, what is the point of a clown? To grab your attention and to harness you in your energy, okay? So, you could put a clown up and build a clown up using currency that you control, okay? Well, that they control, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And put it on a black mirror, which they control, to build this clown up. And you can make this clown move and do what you wanted to do as long as you're in control of the clown because they've signed contracts to be controlled. Okay? So if you have this clown go to different museums and different places to try to identify, to grab a new audience, because everybody don't go for clowning, but when you try to get them to identify with knowledge from people that don't entertain clowns or don't watch clowns, such as Egyptian artifacts, or you might like fine art or something like that. If a clown start going to these places, individuals that don't entertain clowns might start watching this clown due to quote unquote fake interest that they put this clown in places to be. Right? So they think that you're going to connect to this clown through the interest that you have. Okay? And by doing so, they take that clown and they take somebody that they've built up on the other end in a viable sport, in a reputable sport, quote unquote. It's still a coliseum, so it's all the same thing. It's on a black mirror, and it's the harvest energy. And they just happen to have the same initials as you, and I guess you supposed to connect with the other individual. So hear the hawk? Confirmation. That's Ra up there. Let y'all know it's the word. And they think that you're going to connect with this other individual that they put on the black mirror because you have the same initials. Not. But if you do so, they're harnessed to you on this end and they're harnessed to you on this end. And if these two individuals get into a fight, they feel or they conjure and think that you're going to be invested in one or the other. Okay? And just because one have the same initials and the other one have the same interests, but one is quote unquote could be opposition and the other one is melanated, because they're going to try to use the melanated. Any melanated individual that signed them contracts, they're pawns. It's just what it is. They'll tell you it's what it is because they got to adhere to their contract or else. So they pawns. So when you get in press conferences saying, ooh, I can't show y'all what I'm seeing, but the hawk just pulled up with something carrying it. Let y'all know what's real. I can't show it to y'all though. Sacred. So what happens is when they say they're gonna take an individual's essence, I'm gonna leave it at that, and they're going to break them down. Those are spells and rituals. If you embody what that individual is saying and identify with that individual, it merges with you. Okay? So if that merges with you and you're against this clown, they think they could put each individual, they think they're covering both ends. So when they get in a battle, if the melanated individual hurts the individual really bad that you're against, your energy invested. But what happens is, what they're trying to do is double take your energy. They're trying to take your energy that you've put into the melanated. Everybody melanated ain't with it. Everybody that's melanated, you can't fuck with everybody that's melanated. Period. That's number one. Number one. Especially if they on a black mirror, because they got them, pretty much. It's a wrap. And then two, if you got any hatred toward the clown, they getting you energy invested that way. But it'll be wise to understand that if you're not energy invested in either of them, you're not even watching it. First of all, did not watch it. Just heard about it and the after effects and saw the memes. That's because we know what the Black Mirror is. Fail. So, and then in the comments, now I did read comments afterwards saying that the individual clowns, other name could be similar to somebody else's name, but it ain't the actual name. So if you identify with either of them, the initials or the other person's name, that could be the nickname, they want you to be energy invested all the way around. And by them actually typing it out and you reading it, which is manifested here, and you identify with it, that's like a triple harvest to you having your job like this, and for you being hurt by their, I guess you would call him a warrior, that they would put on stage or on the Black Mirror. You know what I'm saying? So that's just, I'm not going into detail. You got to read, your spirit got to wake up and get it. But they're going to try to harvest you from melanated individuals they got in a contract. They're going to try to harness you under clowns. The clown going to try to get you with like interests. And the melanated individual, who does have some power because he's melanated, but once he signed a contract, his power goes away to them individuals, so he don't have no power. He got physical power, but spiritually he's under their spell and under them. So therefore, they have the power. They're just using him as their warrior on the Black Mirror for your energy. So we just want to let you know that it was an epic fail, just to let you know, on both ends, because we don't entertain clowns and we don't get invested in individuals, especially from a whole nother place that ain't from Tartaria. And in the comments they're saying, thank you for America. This ain't America. This Egypt. This Tartaria. This Egypt. So all of it is a fail. Okay, we just want you to know that. And you know it's karma for that, right? So you remember that prophecy I wrote a long time ago in them science books, the browning of America? You have just manifested that because your little the little peckers of your new individuals is not gonna work. The sperm is not gonna work. It's not gonna work. The wombs is broke, so your numbers are gonna plummet at this point. And thanks to you and this harvested energy, huge harvested energy, millions of people, you've just manifested the browning of America. Well, not America, the browning of Tartaria. And you said, thank America. He did it for America. He did it for y'all. Yes, he did it for y'all. And matter of fact, it was a non-melanated that said that too. So he manifested it for y'all. Karma. You can't run from karma. You can't beat karma. And you did it to yourself. You can't blame me. You can't blame no other guy on the block. You can't blame the mothers just praying. By you putting this whole circus together, you have just manifested the full browning of Tartaria. Now you got to get off the land because the wombs ain't going to work. Remember how the Greeks came in and y'all overcame the Greeks and stuff? Because y'all just kept having babies and killing off, you know what I mean? Y'all not gonna multiply. It's over. Like you just activated it. Thank you for activating the rebrowning of Tartaria. You just did that. And you did all them you know what's in private. So thank you for manifesting what you wrote, the Browning of Tartaria. You did it. Thank you. Him, thank you, Melanated, and thank you, Clown. Both of y'all. Thank you for coming together. And that jaw, it's kind of worse than that. Your spirits ain't making it to this realm. You did that. And you know it's 17 eternities for the ones that put this plan together. You know that, right? You know that, right? 17 eternities. If any melanators that had something to do with it, you getting your karma too. You ain't going to 17 eternities, but you getting your karma. It ain't gonna be, it's gonna be bad. That's the word. That's the universe speaking through me to you. It ain't me. You did it. I was drinking some, you know what I'm saying? I can't tell you what I drink. Not alcoholic. We were just sipping. He said, get your butt out there and tell him. I did my part. Anything else? The hog still chilling. Till next time. Lost for 80 Jones, the God Creator. You did it to yourself. Congratulations. You did it to yourself. We got to give you that. We got to give you that for the stamp. Dap it up, baby. Dap it up. That's the word.